Please welcome to the stage, Hutchinson.
Good evening, Newcastle. How are we doing? Are we well? Well, yeah, I feel like I'm amongst friends at this point. I feel like I can skip the pleasantries. I just want to start by slagging off a certain group of people who I think have had a bit of a free ride in the year 2023. Their behaviour has went unchecked, and I'm calling them out on it right now. So number one of people who can fuck off in 2023. Good evening, by the way. People who order coffee in pubs. Thought that would go down well here. On behalf of the rest of us alcoholics, can you pack it in, please? It's annoying, right? The customers don't like you. The staff don't like you. That's a piss on. They've got to put the machine on. Nobody likes you. Now, you might think, Carl, that's a very pathetic way to start tonight. For example, I don't need to have a drink to have a good time. Yeah, well, good for you. I do. Got a family now. I need to be pissed constantly. I just don't get it, right? If you don't want to drink, that's fine, but don't go to the bar. Don't take up the time at the bar. Go to the cafe. Go to the 17 independently run cafes that you've walked past to go to the bar, to show off in front of your friends that you don't need to have a drink at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday, all right? But you don't want to drink, so don't go to the bar. For example, I don't wish to try heroin, right? So I don't often go to Pilo, right? Straight in, there we are. Just start off with the local references straight away. Just get all that shit out the way straight away. It's just annoying, man. Honestly, how many times are you in a packed bar, right? It's like bank holiday or something, right? And everyone queues in the UK. Everyone queues like that. Except the one place where that would be beneficial, a bar. What does everyone do? Just stand horizontal. Excuse me, are you in the queue? I don't know. I've been here for weeks. I'm touching the bar. I'm physically touching the bar. That means I'm next, right? Anytime I'm in a packed bar, there's always one bloke who's been there since it's opened at 12 o'clock. He's always in his 70s, pint of Foster, stool. There could be fucking chaos going on around him. He doesn't care. He's just there. I'm in the way. This is why your family live in Peterborough, mate, right? That's why your kids want now to do with you. Shit like this. But I'm there. And I'm looking at the two members of staff as well, right? He's done nothing. I've watched him play with his phone and his arse, so he's not touching the rim of my pint glass. Thank you very much. He gives it like that as well. Forget that. No, I worked in the old George. You hold it a third of the way down. That's what you do. But I'm not here to talk about hospitality, right? She's working her socks off, right? She's served about 5 people. Finally, she comes over to me. She goes, what can I get for you? Now, because I am an upstanding member of the community, this man was here before me. Please serve this man before me. Why, thank you very much. There's not a lot of you people left. Oh, don't mention it there. Thank you. 3 lattes, please. You wanker. You were sat on 3 lattes, eh? You were nesting 3 lattes, and you still went ahead with it. You're more annoying, people who order coffee, I'm not done. People who order coffee, you're more annoying than people who order cocktails as well. I can just about forgive a cocktail. At least there's drink in a cocktail after you take all the ice out. But Ant's not lying. He tells about our tour routine, you know, where when we're staying over, obviously we're not staying over tonight, 3 miles away. I don't think I could swing that one. But when say if we're in Southampton or something, you get back, you do the show, and then you go back to the hotel, and you've got about 15 minutes left before the call, last orders there. And I haven't had a drink before the show, for I am a professional, and I'm there, and wait, and I know I've only got 15 minutes to get served. There's a guy in front of us, right, getting fancy, all right, ordering a fucking sex on the beach. And then I'm going, you awkward prick. It's going to take ages. And then the guy behind the bar just goes, I don't know how to make that. I could have told you that. Of course he doesn't know how to make it. It's a Premier Inn. Here's a tip. If you're staying in Premier Inns and you're trying to get fancy and ordering cocktails, if it's the same bloke who's checked you in, right? The poor fucker's got to walk around, put an apron on, take the cling film off the nozzles, Just be thankful you're getting anything. No, not this guy. He's trying to get fancy. He's on the hotel Wi-Fi. He's trying to find the ingredient of a Sex on the Beach or a Tom Collins or a mojito. And I couldn't take it anymore. Ant likes to remind me of all of my arsehole behaviour. Apparently, I just saw the red mist. I pushed this guy to one side and I said to the guy behind the bar, I went, excuse me, mate, do you know how to make a Heineken? 8 of them, thank you, yes. Said last orders, he didn't say how many, just keep pouring till you ring the bell. No, I'm not done. Ant, what are you having? What are you having, Ant? I wish I could forget all of my arsehole behaviour as well. I thought I had this naive, fanciful notion that as soon as I become a dad, all of this arsehole behaviour is going to leave you. It doesn't. It just comes out when I'm not near my daughter, thankfully. I was driving to Blackburn recently and I got diverted through some village that I don't know, and I'm there at the junction and nobody's letting us out. I'm there for a good 90 seconds. Nobody's letting us out. I'm just like, wait. So I'm thinking, well, I don't know what to do. So I start making eye contact with the Lollipop lady, because there's a Lollipop lady over here, manning her post, right? She's there by a set of traffic lights, got her headphones in, you know, all the hits. If you're happy and you know it. Wheels on the bus. Hop, little bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunny, hop, hop, hop. I know all of them now. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. And I'm trying to make eye contact with her because I'm trying to get her to press the pedestrian crossing. And she's not doing it. She's just committed to a row. So I did a bit of outside the box, right? I thought it was quite a good, ingenious idea. I thought, and I told my mate I did this, and you're definitely not supposed to do it. What you're not meant to do is to manually put your handbrake on and then physically leave the car and press the pedestrian crossing. I thought it was, you know, thinking outside the box. Get us on Taskmaster, I'll clean up, for heaven's sake. Oh, no, I earned the ire of this Lollipop lady. I'm pressing it, and she's just there. She's just going, hey, 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 you're not supposed to do that. Hey. There's something about being told off by a Lollipop lady when you are 36 years old, where you realise they've got nothing on you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Tell the teacher of the school that I don't go to anymore? What are you going to do, huh? Not help us across the road? I've got news for you. I've been crossing the road by myself for the last 7 years, thank you. Mind you, have you ever been an adult and the Lollipop lady helps you across the street? It's just... You ever felt like a bigger tit than that? You've mistimed the walk. It's like between the hours of 3 and 4. It's a route you always do, and you just see someone all in green, you go, oh, bollocks. Oh, please don't do this. I know what I'm doing, right? I'm an adult. You don't have to. This is embarrassing for both of us. It really is. And she's looking at you going, no, I have to. Oh, hey, darling, I have to. It's not worth me job. Hey, it's really not. Look, if I know it's ridiculous, but if I didn't help you across the road and something happened to you, that would be me. That's on me. I'd lose my Lollipop lady license. I really would. Anyway, you know I'm here between the hours of 3 and 4, you daft prick. This is all on you. And then you just have to get on with it, don't you? You just have to go off. Thanks, cheers, yeah. I don't know what I would have done if you were there. Like, shot myself right there. Yeah. So I'm there. Hey, so I'm pressing the button, and it's funny because she's shouting at us, and she's right in my face. She's like, hey, hey, and I'm going, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. She's going, you're not sorry, you're laughing in my face. I'm going like, I know, because it's already going in the next year's show. I know that, it's right. Hey, oh. And then as I go running into my car, drive away from this village near Blackburn, never to be seen or heard from again, the Lollipop lady said something really weird. As I drove off, she just went, I'll remember you, which is a weird thing for a Lollipop lady to say to somebody. Now, I should have just been the bigger man. I should have just let this person have the last word. But because I travel town to town, city to city, every single night, that affords me a certain amount of anonymity, which I took advantage of on this occasion. I'm not going to say it again, therefore there's not going to be any consequences. I know I shouldn't, but I did, right? But you deserve to know about the person you've paid to see tonight, right? So I'm not proud of this, but you went, I'll remember you, and the window's down. As I drove off, I just went, oh, fuck off, man, I don't even live here. And that was it. I'll tell you who else could fuck off. People who go for runs in the morning, right? lock it in. I get it. You've got drive, you've got determination, you've got motivation, you've got desire. But you know what? When somebody who doesn't have all those things, you're the first thing people see in the morning, and it makes the rest of us feel like shite. And I secretly think you get off knowing that you make other people feel like shite. And I wouldn't care, but you've got shorts on, right? I don't know what's happened. Shorts for blokes used to be, all men used to be ashamed of the legs. All men used to have shorts on like that. But I don't know what's happened in the last couple of years. Everyone's reverted back to the 70s style of shorts. Everyone thinks it's acceptable to wear those shorts. I don't want to, 99% of us are not male models. I don't need to see this bit of your leg, this horrible thigh, manky, white, pink corned beef skin. Put it away. And your hair, you've got this horrible dark black hair. It looks like someone's got it and then like twizzled it around. Or like you've slept with a jumper on it overnight. It's disgusting. Have some shame. Speaking of traffic lights, have you ever seen a runner when they approach a set of traffic lights? Oh, and they can't possibly stop their run. Oh, not even for 20 seconds. Oh, because our run is so precious, isn't it? For everyone is a professional athlete. All of a sudden, you see the run, it's just... fucking pathetic. Stop it. What happens if you stand still? I'll die! I think it just comes from like a place of jealousy, you know, because I wasn't very good at running when I was a kid. I wasn't very good at PE when I was a kid. One of the first memories I've got of PE is getting bollocked by the PE teacher. And I hadn't even done anything wrong. Like, do you know if like more than 5 lads had been messing about, it wasn't worth bollocking each 5 lads individually. The whole class got bollocked. So you would sit yous down on these big, long, brown benches, the big class action lawsuit bollocking on the big, long, brown benches with the 2 white dots. They were universal to every primary school anyone ever went to, or secondary school anyone ever went to. The little flappy thing. Don't know what that was there for, but it was fun to play with. It really was. Oh, you were laughing your head off if you got that at the end of hymn practice as well, weren't you? If you got that at the end of hymn practice, just say Hosanna, say Hosanna, say Hosanna to the King of Kings. You always got told off if you didn't go, off, Kings. I'm so glad you laughed at that bit, because obviously I'm amongst friends tonight. I'm not always amongst friends, right? I was on stage in Colchester Arts Centre, and I have nothing against them. Lovely place, lovely people, but sometimes it's the start of the tour. You don't quite know the show yet. Everyone's just kind of sat around. Do you know what, like, there's a bloke at the front. Do you know when, like, you can tell the partner's brought the bloke, and he's just like, I think this guy's shite. I don't know. Fusses about here, like, I don't know what this is about, and like, the reason you don't stop running is because it lowers your heart rate, right? So you need to keep it going. Actually, that's why you do it. You do ignorant prick, right? I mean that. And I'm doing that little flappy thing, and it hasn't quite worked out yet, as if it's some amazing bit of material. And I was like, hey, I don't know what that was there for. And he just went, actually, mate, it's so you can hang them on apparatus, so they create space and save lives, but feel free to take the piss, funny man. Can't help but feel like you came to the wrong night. But the primary school teacher, he would sit you down and he would start the bollock, and he would always go, like, give you a bit of a life lesson before he started the bollock. And he would always go, footballers get paid far too much. Footballers get paid far too much. They should be setting an example for you lot, and they're not. And that's why you're pissing about in rounders, or whatever it was, because you've got no role models. That's why you're messing about. That's not our fault. I'm 12 years old in a comprehensive school in South Shields. I'll tell you now, I had no jurisdiction over Premiership footballing contracts. Then or now. And I hate that rhetoric as well. If footballers get paid too much, they should be setting an example. Because footballers do try sometimes, and everyone gets shut down. Gary Neville, homeless people. That should have been an easy one. Marcus Rashford, free school meals. That should have been an easy one. What everyone managed to do, make Marcus Rashford the bad guy. Oh, I don't need some millionaire telling us what to do with my kid. What's that, Man U? Fuck off. That's an indictment on this country as well. That's how bad things have got. You know, in 20 years. 20 years ago when I was at school, it was Jamie Oliver who got shit. Because he wanted healthy food at school. Things have got so bad 20 years on, Marcus Rashford just wants food. Jamie Oliver was just like, you know, this needs to be made on the day, this needs to be local produce, this needs to be labelled. Marcus Rashford's just fucking curry, Chinese, pizzas. Give him a bit of horse, who cares? As long as they're full. I think it's as soon as you start talking about people's kids, that's when people tend to get the back up as well. Don't tell me how to raise my kids. People love saying that one as well. Shit, people love saying that one. My mate come round, right? He's got this 4-year-old. I don't like him. Which one? Pick one. Comes round, and he give him a full fat can of Fanta before he came to the house. Oh, do you need to be giving him a full fat can of Fanta? He's 4. That's 33% of an adult's daily intake of sugar. Hey! Don't tell me how to raise my kids. I went, I'm not. Just get him out me fucking house. Just watch him run into a lamp like a cartoon. Hey, if I want him buzzing off his fat little tits, that's up to me. That's when I know I'm too comfortable in Newcastle, when fat little tits comes out, that's reserved for the northern part of the tour. That's one of the questions. You know, if I'm doing somewhere down south, like fucking like Fareham, and you haven't sold many tickets and you've got to do the fucking local radio bollocks, you go, so Carl, tell us about your act. Do you tailor your act for specific audiences, particularly the north-south divide? Go, yes, I do. 3 words, fat little tits. If I'm north, I say it. If I'm south, I don't. I don't have much advice to give as a new dad. Particularly, you know, I don't think I should. I've only been a dad for 2 years, you know, but one sentence that's got me through a lot of bother makes it sound like I know a lot more than what I'm talking about. I don't, right? I'm blagging it all the time. But this sentence, anyone's becoming a new parent, you're welcome in advance. This will get you out of a lot of jams. All right, so here we go. 1. Just give us some Calpol. It's a great one. And another sentence that I say nearly I think I said this at 5 to 8 this morning to Sophie, my wife. I said, can you have her for 5 minutes, please? Because I'm literally going to shit myself. That's a sentence that's increased exponentially in the Hutchinson household. If somebody could have just told us, you know, just be prepared to eat all of your meals standing up. You're not going to sit down. You're certainly not going to sit down and have breakfast or lunch anymore. Those days I can't believe I used to sit around and go, oh, I wonder what I'll watch while I'm sat down having me lunch. Like, that's gone. Do you know how fucking selfish I used to be? Do you know how, like, anyone with kids, you'll be so annoyed by this. Do you know how selfish I used to be? When I was making dinner, I used to microwave plates so I didn't serve hot food on cold plates. You know how Lord Fauntleroy you need to be? To who the hell I thought I was. Fast forward 2 weeks ago, I ate out of a bin. Better than shitting in one. That's a callback for the hardcores. You were here at the first film in 2019. Thank you very much for staying. Oh, we're all in. I ate out of a bin, for heaven's sake. I ate out of a bin. I got 4 bits of chicken from Asda, and I'd had 3, and I just must have threw the box. The bones must have been on top of the 4th bit. And I'm like walking around the house half an hour later. I was like, I reckon I've threw away a bit of chicken here. I went back, popped the bin, moved the bones, and it was there in the little carton right at the top. I was like, I'll still eat it. All right, it's a fresh bin bag, at least. That's got to come and just wipe me hand on the side of it, right? But no, if you can just stand up, watch something on your phone for like 10 minutes or something like that, right? Watch, like, just make a sandwich, put some crisps in, right? French fries, Doritos, right? You know what crisps are. I don't need it. Space Raiders, right? Just make an event out of it. Watch something on your phone. But the thing I watch is Undercover Boss. That's my favorite one to watch. Love a bit of Undercover Boss. But it's 40-odd minutes long. I'm not going to watch 40-odd minutes long. I haven't got the time, so skip forward to the last 10 minutes. That's my favorite bit. That's when the boss reveals himself and everyone gets a prize. It's a very nice, feel-good 10 minutes. I have to stress the American Undercover Boss. You know, there's 2. You've got the American Undercover Boss, and then you've got the British one. American one, much better. Just like glass windows, sun shining through. Everyone's got blonde hair. Everyone's got a bit of a tan, white teeth, white crisp collar, 22-year-old CEO, millionaire. And then it comes for the big reveal. He just goes, "You thought I was Todd Josh. But I got news for you, old buddy, old pal. I'm not Todd Josh." Now, I'm aware some people may have actually traveled to the States. And you might be thinking, Carl, where specifically is that accent supposed to be from? Just want to tell you now, it's America. There's all 50 states right there. Just, "You thought I was Todd Josh, but I got news for you, old buddy, old pal. I'm not Todd Josh." Takes his whole head off. "I'm Josh Todd. And I'm the CEO of Todd Josh." You cover something American. "Chad Valley." And then the guy gets 50 grand, 6 months off work. Never happens in the UK Undercover Boss. Are you seeing the clip of the UK Undercover Boss? It's just a bloke in some factory in Wigan. Well, you thought it was, thought it was Barry, didn't you? You thought I was Barry. Well, I've got some news for you. I'm not Barry. He takes his costume off. I'm Harry. And they don't get any prizes. Even if the things happen to them at the work, they don't get any prizes. Well, I know you fell down the stairs at work, didn't you, due to negligence, and you've hurt your hip, and you're going to need major reconstructive surgery. So I've had a word with HR, and we're going to put up a sign. That's it. That's the end of Undercover Boss. Would expect you to make a contribution to the sign. All right, go on, get out. I've already docked you half a day's pay. Go on, you big clumsy fuck. End credits. But you got to learn to love the park as well. You got to learn to love the park when you've got a 2-year-old. I say a 2-year-old, wrote the show when Lily was a bum shuffler. Now, in case you don't know what that means, should be self-explanatory, but I don't want to assume anything. You're meant to go bum shuffling, and then you crawl, and then you walk. For the longest time, Lily was just a bum shuffler. She wasn't crawling, she wasn't walking. Scared the hell out of me wife. Why is she not developing? Why is she not moving? Why is she not crawling? Why is she not walking? I went, "Sophie, chill. She's on a bum. Just keep her like this as long as we possibly can. What's the alternative? She goes running into roads, trying to get knocked over by a car. Just keep that." But you can't say that as a bloke, because it sounds like you don't give a fuck. So we landed on, well, she's not crawling yet because she's clever. That's it. She's better than everyone else. I went, "Sophie, I will work with you. That can be the answer in our house between me and you. But we can't say that outside, because we will sound like a couple of twats. So let's just go with she's lazy like a dad." So went to the park one time. It was great. Used to come back, put the pram in the hole, put Lily down, just on her bum here, and then you could put a cushion behind it. You could just go and do what you needed to do. It was great. I mean, within reason. I was only going to the kitchen to make lunch for every hour. I wasn't going to Benidorm or anything. Sophie's in the living room getting the high chair out, and anything you see is a new dad. You just besotted. You just can't believe, just everything, you're seeing it for the first time. You just go, oh, look, Soph, man. Oh, look, she's eating toast, bless her. Oh, she's having toast. Look at her, just sat there having toast. I didn't make toast. I thought you made toast. Oh, she's having old toast, bless her. She's foraging for her food, bless her. She's resourceful, she's clever. That's why she's having back of the radiator toast. And she knows to pick the hairs off the stale bit of toast. That's so clever, that's great. Oh man, that's so, what the hell's that? What's that? Egg? I definitely didn't make egg. Did you make, oh no. You can't be playing fast and loose with egg, can you? So when I went to go and get rid of the egg, it was worse. I looked down and there was some red liquid coming from the side of her mouth. I was like, oh shit, that's not good. Turns out, we went to the park, right? We went over like a load of dead berries on the floor, and then they've all stuck to the wheel of the pram. And Father of the Year has placed Lily head height with the wheel from the pram, and she's just been picking each one of them off. A la carte. Tapas. With the berries. And I was like, shit, that's it. She's gonna die. All right, 10 months. 10 months, and I've killed my daughter. All right, who had 10 months? Anyone? It's like having a Tamagotchi all over again. Jesus. You do, you panic. And I go, now, thankfully, newsflash, still alive, all good. Because turns out there's a app you can download to your phone. God, how old do I sound there when I say that? There's an app, you download it to your phone. It's because I was born before the internet. Give us a cheer if you were born before the internet. Yeah. Yes, it's good now, but we were the guinea pigs. We had to deal with 15 years at least of it being shit. We had 15 years of http://www. A penny a minute after 6 o'clock, all one words. Weekends as well if you're with BT or free serve back then. Ask Jeeves. Yeah, a bit of love for Jeeves. Jeeves doesn't get any flowers these days, does he? Has anyone checked on Jeeves? He's got to be on the back nine of his career by now, poor bloke. Jeeves is that pisshead at the bar in his 70s, just... I'm in the way. I used to know all the answers. People used to come to me for everything. Dad, who's that? Ah, it's just some pisshead son. He thinks he's a butler. It's sad. He smells a wee. Just leave him. Just drink your Coke and hoya, let's go. There's an app you download to your phone where you can scan a plant or a berry and it tells you all the information you need to know about the plant or berry. Okay, I feel like that's not new information for anyone involved. I feel like you're all looking at me going, yeah, Carl, yeah. Yeah, the berry app, yeah. You not got it already? Yeah, I've got mine. Why would I need that? Why would I need to scan a plant or a berry and then it fucking comes up where it's commonly found, Lily's mouth, what climate it prefers? The one bit of information when you scan it that it omits. Would anyone care to take a stab in the dark? Thank you. Is it or is it not poisonous? That should be the one thing. You need to scan it and it gives you a survival rate. And if that's no good, how long you do in prison with good behavior? Now, I can already tell there's people in here, parents in here, who've got more than one kid, and you've all judged me for the last 5 minutes. You've just looked at me. You've been there, done that, got the T-shirt. You've all just looked at me and went, yeah. One kid, it's 2 years. Think you got it tough, do you? Yeah. Got to learn to relax, Carl. These things are going to happen over and over again, yeah. Yeah, can't be downloading apps every 5 minutes, Carl, huh? Carl, I've got 4 kids. I don't even know where 2 of them are, man. You wouldn't be downloading any apps, would you? Most you'd do NHS 111. And even then, you wouldn't ring. You just do the automated, just the least invasive, least interactive. Is the child frothing at the mouth? I'd say that's more of a paste, really, if we're splitting hairs. I've seen the queues in A&E. I've already had a couple of cans. It'll be fine. Just give us some Calpol. And you've got to learn to love the soft players as well. The soft players are your friend. We go to the soft play once a week at least. They're your friend, honestly. They will kill about 75 minutes, and that's a good time to kill. That gets you to nap time. That gets you to bedtime. And I know there's parents already thinking, Carl, you don't kill time. You save a time. Because before you know it, they're grown up and they've moved on. The days are long, the years are short. Do you know who tells us that? People who've had a good fucking night's sleep, right? I'm currently in the days are long period, so don't feel guilty about going to the soft play going, yeah, it's going to kill 75 minutes. It's great. Now, the problem is, you go to the shit part of the soft play first, right? You go to the bit where the kid's not walking. So it's just this little safe part of the soft play, this little pen bar with like a little toy elephant, a little toy crocodile, a little tiger. But they put you right next to the good part of the soft play, right? With the ball pit, the slide, the swings, the space hoppers. But no, for now, it's just you and Lily in the safe part of the soft play. And, you know, she just gives us like a little toy apple, just like a little plastic apple. And you've got to make the most of it. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, there you go. 75 minutes, an apple, entertain us. I'm not moving. It's like, whose line is it anyway? And you just get in, you just have to be like, oh, Oh, is this mine? Is this my apple? Oh. Oh, man. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get ill again tonight. Yeah, I love communal. I love communal soft play apples, yeah. I love apples that definitely haven't been disinfected from session to session, yeah. No, I can't wait to get ill again, yeah. No, I only shat myself a couple of days ago, yeah. Yeah, I remember I was rocking you to sleep, stood up at 4 in the morning, there was shite going down the inside of my leg. Into me slipper, yeah, no. Oh, that's not enough, you got... Now, I don't mind that, obviously, because it's my daughter. I love her. I'd do anything for her. That's fine. The problem is, all these kids. All these wanker kids who can walk, therefore their parents are not supervising them. They're all the way over there in the cafe bit. That must be nice, yeah. Having a little coffee, yeah. Maybe a sex on the beach. Depending on how scummy the soft play is. Yeah, they're all the way over there. And you know, and they see me, right? They see me eating a little toy apple. They must think this daft bastard works here. So I just get all these kids coming over, clinging on to me and Lily all the time. Look at me, look at me. And I know they're going to be hard work because you hear the yummy mummies dropping them off and picking them up. Look at me, look at me, look at me. You hear them going, Henry, Arthur, Charlie. So the moms are calling Henry, Arthur, Charlie. Here's one. It's not even a risk. I know you're going to love it. If you've named your kid after a king, chances are he's a I knew you wouldn't let us down on that one, I really do. I get all these horrible kids just coming over going, hey, look at me, man, look at me. Look, I can do a cartwheel. Look at me, look what I can do. Look at me, I can do a backflip. I can do a somersault. Look at me. Oh. We got the mic? Where to go? Look at me, I can do a cartwheel. I thought that had went the journey. And the bill for this filming had just got increasingly more expensive. Oh, thank fuck. Sound, can somebody just give us a shout? Tell us if that's all right, yes? Sorry, that wasn't clear. I was talking about like a member of the crew. Usual, I can hear you, mate. I go on, go for it. All right, it's fine. I get all these kids, look at me, I can do a cartwheel. I just want to go, where the fuck's your dad? Eh? Why am I fighting this war by myself? Oh, he's over there, is he? Yeah, on his phone. Must be nice, mate. Yeah, got his bloody shorts on, shorts and a gilet. Make up your mind! Oh, it's all right, though, as long as you got your daft white bright socks, pull them all the way up. Yeah, that's good. On his phone, probably looking at what new calf tattoo he's gonna get. Oh, I judge people. For better or worse, I judge people. I know I'm not better than anyone else, but I can't help judging people. I'm starting to see this new wave of parents, right? This best way I can describe them. Since I've become a parent, new wave, I would say middle-class chavs. Oh, I forgot where I am. I'm back home. I'm going to say that again. Middle-class chavas. I mean, like, new money chavas, right? Trendy, but dodgy. Friendly, but edgy. Still do a bit of coke on the weekends. But nothing after 9 o'clock, because I got to take the kids swimming the next day. You know what I mean? The responsible cokeheads. They'll happily tell you how they're off the gear minutes before having another line. Do you know what I mean? They're doing well because the dad's a roofer and he doesn't pay his tax. You know what I mean? It's that sort of... The job's cheaper if it's cash. I fucking bet it is. I've just got to go to the bank, 8 consecutive working days, big wads of cash, hope I don't get mugged on the way home. When can you start? Hey, that's not my thing, right? I don't, I judge people, but I know I'm not better than anyone else. You want to pay your tax? That's not up to me. Manky shorts and a gilet? Not up to me. Calf tattoo? Even worse when it's a football emblem, right? Where I draw the line, don't expect me to play with your manky, horrible, fat, little, sweaty kids. Oh, that's fun to say. I'm going to miss saying that on the tour, That's a fun thing to say in a public scenario, because believe it or not, you can't say that at the soft play. People ask you to leave, but that's only half of it, though. That's what I've fantasized about saying to the parent. But I would never do that, because I'm a coward and I get knocked out. But that's only half of it. I've also fantasized about Henry, Arthur, and Chuck. That didn't sound right at all. No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm still... Oh, don't start sweating, Carl. Guilty people start sweating. Oh, Jesus. Don't be saying things like that, Carl. Not when you couldn't look more like one. I've fantasized about saying to Henry, Arthur, and Charlie, next time one of them kids comes over, look at me. I can do a cartwheel without kicking the microphone over like a prick. So, hey, come over here. Closer so your dad can't see. Now, this is one of the darkest thoughts that I've ever had in my head. It nearly didn't make the show. Do I have your permission? This is one of the darkest thoughts. Oh, yeah. I'm amongst friends. Next time one of them kids comes over, just go, hey, come here. I don't give a fuck about you. Believe it or not, I give less of a fuck about you than your dad does over there. I'm just getting started. I'm sorry that your dad is here on some sort of court order. But I'm here voluntarily with my daughter, and I'd rather not you cling on, all right? I'm having me and my daughter are having a lovely game of licky apples, okay? And I don't get... Look, stop crying. I know your dad's on his phone, right? But stick with him, because in about, I'd give it 25 years, you'll be dead, and he'll probably leave you the house, right? So you're getting a good thing at the end of it. I'm sure if you asked a lot of adults, would you take a shitty dad to be mortgage-free when you're like 35, they'd snap your hand off. Now, I can't help you out in the time you've got from now till then, but in the meantime, get that crocodile out of my fucking face. I've just watched you sneeze in it. Now, obviously, in real life, I'm a nice person. I don't say that. I'd love to say that, just once. I'd love to, but I don't. I've found it's easier just to involve the kid. So the kid wants to play. I'm going to pretend for the next 20 minutes of the soft play that I've got 2 kids, or 3 kids, or 4, or the Pied Piper of the soft play. So one time, I'm playing with this little kid, 5-year-old kid, little sweaty boy in a vest, like a little miniature bricklayer, just running around the place. Too big for Lily, like a little miniature Afweedicene pet, right? And he's just getting, and he's climbing on the green bit that you're not meant to, and there's a sign saying don't climb, and he's getting on it, he's going like, nah! And like, I'm not his dad, I can't referee, what do I have to do? Oh, watch out where you're going, you fucking cock! You know, I don't get a chance to write any of this down now as well. So the soft play thing happens, and then I'm at home that night, and I'm making dinner, and Sophie hears us sounding it all out. So I just talk in the kitchen when I'm making dinner. I'm like, right, Henry, Arthur, Charlie, shorts, that's Manky is out, kid in the vest, yeah, named your kid after a king, yeah, but Sophie lets us get on with it, because it's me job. But on this one occasion, she just came running through. She was like, Carl, no, you can't be telling that story on stage. I went, Sophie, it's fine. She went, no, Carl, and I've never heard this say before. She went, Carl, it's to you. Oh, what do you mean? She went, it's to you. That's not stand-up you, that's actually you. I went, no, but that's fine. It's my crowd, and if it's not my crowd, it's a comedy crowd. They know that I'm taking the mic 30% of the time, right? It's fine. She went, no, Carl, you can't go on stage calling kids fat and sweaty. I went, Sophie, it's fine, honestly. She went, no, Carl, it's hypocritical. You're fat and sweaty. Put a bit of weight on you now, but lockdown. She went, Carl, that was 3 years ago. I was also, we can't use that as an excuse anymore. No, but well, we had Lily straight after. You know what she said that? She went, yeah, you didn't. You ever noticed, you ever spy yourself in the mirror at home? You ever just see a chin you didn't know you had? Imagine if someone walked in now. I wonder who's been on at the Tyne Theatre for 2 nights. Now, rather than do something about it, you know, maybe go for a run that you keep slagging off. Maybe have a coffee instead of having a pint. No, I think it's a very British solution, isn't it? You don't like how you look in this mirror? Fine. I will simply walk around until I find another mirror that agrees with me. Oh, that's even worse. That's worse than the first one. The hell's this? Why have I got a cheek on top of me cheek? Why is it so red? It's a sell-by date on these mirrors. Finally, I'm in the bathroom. I'm kneeling in the bath. I've got the main light of the bathroom off. I've got the light of the mirror on. I'm trying to get like a... Oh, there he is. Still got it. Just gotta walk around like this for the whole night out now. Trying to fool people. Hey, Carl, you lost weight. Yeah, it was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. And then it gets to the end of the night, and that's when your mate wants a selfie. Your mate who's never taken a selfie before, they don't have the good graces to take it from that angle. No, they take it from down there. Why don't they take the selfie at the start of the night when everyone's in good shape and good neck and they haven't had 18 pints? No, everyone's going like, living on a prayer, take my hand, we'll make it. Hey, let's get a selfie. It's 2 in the morning. Going, ah. And that turns up on your Facebook every year till the end of time. And then Anth overheard, you know, when we started the tour back in January, and Anth pulled us on that middle-class chava thing as well. He said, Carl, that middle-class chava thing, you went, that's a bit hypocritical, isn't it? I went, what do you mean? You went, that's you. I went, excuse me? You said, yeah. You're a chava, you used to be a chava, yeah. Now you're middle class. I went, on what grounds? Well, on what grounds is certainly a starting point, Carl. I've seen where I pick you up from before, I see where I pick you up from now, and no, I'm still me, Anth. I'm still me. It doesn't change who you are. All I am, whatever I've got is because of you. But people who come to see us year in, year out, there's not a second, I don't appreciate that. But that doesn't change who you are, and I don't know why I'm putting so much stock into what Anth says as well. He goes out of his way to wind us up. Craig, Anth found out I got a cleaner once a week while I'm on tour. He calls us fucking Tory now. But that's Anth. You've met Anth. He thinks you're Tory if you fucking preheat the oven. Gotta be a middle ground. Well, Carl, you go to the posh soft place. Well, what do you mean posh? He goes, well, the clean. I went, oh, that's the cut-off point, is it? Yeah, I put my hand in the ball pool and I don't come out holding human shit. Therefore, I must be middle class all of a sudden. He goes, well, wait, okay. Where did you take Lily on her first holiday? Said Italy, but okay, you might have a point. Oh, I don't even know who I am anymore. Oh, God. I have you know Lake Garda is lovely in June. I was so excited to take Lily on holiday, by the way. I was so excited to take Lily on a plane. I was so excited to take a baby on a plane. Now, for all of those reasons, why you've just went, Carl, what the hell's wrong with you? Do you not realize that you are spoiling that plane experience for everybody involved? I go, oh, yes. I'm banking on it. Do you know how many times I get annoyed on planes? Do you know how many times I go on and I get annoyed by the coughers, sniffers, sneezers, breathers, blowers, carrier bag rattlers, people who put the seats back, people who take the socks and shoes off mid-flight? That should be an automatic amputation at destination. Well, my feet swell. Well, you don't have feet anymore, so Problem solved. Sneezing as well. People who sneeze, I want all sneezes to be standardized. If it was up to me, everybody would have the same sneeze, and that sneeze sounds like achoo. That's all it needs to be. How many times have you had your restaurant experience? How many times are you trying to have a nice time, a nice meal, and there's some guy 3 tables down, you just get distracted by the ha-boo guy. He's trying to have a nice time. Oh, should we get a starter and main, or do you want to do a main and dessert? Just ha-boo! 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 A 3-act play. Trumped only by the Nefeh multiple sneezers. You ever had the misfortune to be friends with one of those? They just try and continue the conversation while the sneezes. Just, I'll see you at Pizza Express about 7 o'clock. Yeah, sounds good. Fa, 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 fa. Yeah, no, don't go without us. I've got a voucher, right? You get your free fa, 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 fa. Actually, it's only dough balls. It's all bread anyway, so I don't know why you... Fa, fa. I don't think anyone's ever paid full price for Pizza Express. Forget it. I don't want to go. Forget it. Would you like Parmesan cheese? I already have some. But it doesn't matter, because I get to go on the plane with a baby. I get to annoy everybody else. I get to give everybody else their receipt. Now, a lot of people go like, Carl, like, do you know when you've got a baby, they let you on the plane first? I went, oh, they've got it all wrong. I want to go on last. I want to look everyone in the eye. I want to see everyone's disappointment. I want people to sit down, get settled, think nobody else is getting on the plane. Oh, I see they've closed the door now, so they're not letting anyone. They don't let anyone through once they close that. Like, that means we've got this middle seat to ourselves. Yeah, it's good. Really good, that. And you get the menu out, you get that filthy menu out. Oh, look at that, they do a ham and cheese toastie for £12. That's reasonable, isn't it? Well, it's a Sky, so they're allowed to charge that if it's a Sky, like, yeah. Don't know why they call it a toastie, because it's just comes in a bag that's so hot it'll take your skin off as well. But it says for an extra £2, you get to buy your skin back, so we should definitely do that. Like, yeah, it's really good, that. And then I come through, I just go, surprise, motherfuckers! Oh, that's right. Your holiday is spoiled. Your holiday is spoiled. Your holiday is spoiled. 2 hours 45, it's gonna feel like fucking 7! Slept the whole way. It's no daughter of mine. Kept waiting for the Red Bull to kick in. To no avail. Perhaps I'm not as rugged, working class as I thought I once was. And I found this out 23rd of December last year. I went over a nail with me tyre. Now, I've only been driving for 2 years because it took us 4 times to pass. And I thought, I'll stay off the road, right? I passed in 2012. 4 times to pass, I'll stay off. Nobody needs us on the road. Then Lily comes along. It's not about you anymore. It's time to put your big boy pants on. So did refreshing lessons, got an automatic. I've got nothing to prove. It's like driving a go-kart. It's fantastic. And then when I took the lease out, it was a maintenance package, and it said, would you like to do the maintenance package? Do you want to pay so much a month for that? And I was like, well, I don't know anything about cars, so absolutely, of course I would, yes. And then I went over that nail with me tyre on the 23rd of December, and I was like, oh, great, that maintenance package that I've paid in full every month, I can finally use it. I may as well have been the policyholder of the Magic Beans package. No garage where I was getting laughed at over the phone trying to sort this out before Christmas. Everyone wanted 10 days for that. I was like, forget it, I'm not waiting 10 days. I'll call a mechanic myself. It's the first time I ever had to. It's the first time I realized I've never ever spoken to a mechanic before. How pathetic is that? 35 years old at the time, I'd never spoken to a mechanic. Never spoken to a real man. A real man who works with his hands with cars. It was very intimidating. Look, I've worked in theatres all my life. I've been spoilt. Yeah, I sound a bit Geordie in that, but to this guy, Jesus, I must just sound like, oh, hello. Who is that? Is that the garage man? Is that the man who mans a garage? jolly good. It is I. Aye, it is I. Aye, just fucking bring it in like I. Don't know why they all talk like the deaf. Aye, just fucking bring it in like I. Nah, I never do appointments. Pointless doing appointments, because I never fucking do appointments, me. I don't know how to keep appointments. I just fucking bring it in. I'll be fine. It was like the start of The Lion King. I never do appointments. Let's fucking bring it in. I went to an eye clinic, right? And as I walked past, there was like a bloke in the eye clinic, and he was talking to the lass behind the desk, and he wanted to know, as well as doing eyes, do you also do ears? And how that sounded when it came out of this bloke's mouth. It was too Geordie. He just went, excuse me, pet, do you do lugs and all? And I thought, what a beautiful accent. Do you imagine if that was like an international student just learning English as a second language? And they get placed somewhere and they hear, excuse me, pet, do you do lugs and all? I went, just fucking bring it in. Now, working class Carl Hutchinson was so elated to learn that he could just bring it in and there was no appointment necessary. Working class Carl Hutchinson could have ended that phone call with an array. He could have said champion, sound, magic, mint, class, safe, result, Boston, belter. Nope. Working class Carl Hutchinson ended the phone call by going, oh, so I can just bring it in. Oh, wonderful. I don't even know who I am anymore. What the hell? Wonderful. Sophie came in. I had my head in my hands. She went, what's the matter? I went, I just said wonderful to a mechanic. She went, oh, you daft bastard. That's 80 quid before you start. Nah. I'm thinking he's only heard us on the phone, so I'll fix him. You know, on the sight of us, he might knock some of this 80 quid tax off. You know, I hadn't washed my hair properly. I'll keep that so it's nice and greasy. Hadn't shaved yet, right? So I'll keep that, right? Looks manky. Had a top on, not too dissimilar to that, with some patches, some sweat, the old patches, Houlihan going on there. And I thought, I'll keep that on, make it look like I've done a bit of manual labor, which I'm sure you can tell that I don't, on account that I call it manual labor. Maybe I'll stop off at Greg's, get myself all flaked up in this area, you know, get like a bacon and cheese turnover, like a good flip, break it over, just like a Holy Communion, just the fat of Christ, and just let it all go down there. And I was like, right, now I feel ready. Now I feel gross enough to go and pretend like I'm not fucking Mr. Wonderful 80 quid tax. So I go to the mechanic with the sole intention of trying to get my car sorted, but also look like I belong at the mechanics. Couldn't have stood out anymore. Problem is, when you go to a mechanics, there's no like reception desk, there's no ticket to take. You just got to stand there and hope a real man notices you. Excuse me, mate. Excuse me, mate. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, pal. Excuse me, mate. Excuse me, pal. Palma. Mate, pal. Yeah. You fucking work here, like? Do you fucking work here, like? Yes, what seems to be the problem? Aye! Tire! Fucking! Slag! You what, mate? Tires and slag! Innit? How long's this gonna take me? Because I gotta get back to the match. Who's playing? I don't even know! I'm gonna eat a pot noodle watching the match. I'm gonna eat the pot noodle with me knob. All right? Yeah. Anyway, pal, do you know how long this is gonna take? Because I gotta get back to the old ball and chain. Don't I? Gotta pretend like I hate my wife. Gotta back to the old ball and chain. Her indoors. And then I was on a roll, but I ran out of things, so I had to improvise. I was going, the old conspiracy theorist. The old flat earther. The old UFO enthusiast. The old terrorist. And then he just looked at us. He went, "You're the one who said wonderful." Too much. You went too much. You had us at slag. Just relax. Anyway, he sat down. He sorted it out. It was the best £400 I've ever spent. Got him down from 5 because I was paying cash. But I will concede, I'm certainly a lot more emotional than I used to be as well. I'm a lot more emotional. I'll cry at the drop of a hat now. I really will. I'll cry. I'll cry at anything, you know. I think it's with being a dad, you know. I think that comes with the territory, you know. I was reading Lily, 5 Little Ducks. You know, she was 6 months old. She sat there, and I'm reading 5. Give us a cheer if you know 5 Little Ducks. Give us a cheer if you don't. I was in that camp. I didn't know 5 Little Ducks. I must have been off school when we learned 5 Little Ducks in the infants. I'll tell you what, I was off school in the juniors when we learned Henry VIII's wives and how they died and days in the month. That's a big day. Sorry, I came back the next day. Everyone was like, what if we learned divorce beheaded died, divorce beheaded except September, not November. What the hell's going on? I felt like I joined a cult. When I'm reading Lily 5 Little Ducks, it was on a bin day as well. It's when the bin men come reversing up the street. Since she's been 6 months old, you know, we'll pick Lily up and we'll give her, you know, go out and the bin men come and we'll all wave on a Tuesday. I've got really friendly with the bin men. I know I'm on, like, not first name terms, but I saw one of the bin men in the pub in his regular non-bin man clothes. Do you know they don't wear bin man clothes in the pub? But you know when you get excited because you see somebody and then you realize you don't know anything about each other. So you're like, hey, how you doing? You all right? Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Just, all right, I'll see you on bin day. Every day is bin day for me. Ah, yes, I forget it's not just my house you go to, of course, yes. So I'm there, I'm reading Lily 5 Little Ducks, and I just start bawling my eyes out. If you don't know how 5 Little Ducks goes, it goes a little something like this. Over the hill and far away, 5 little ducks went out one day. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 4 little ducks came back. The hell's happened to this duck? Well, that's all right, Carl. It's a children's book, so I'm sure there'll be a perfectly logical reason for it in the next... Oh, Jesus. There's gloss straight over there. Over the hill and far away, 4 little ducks went out one day. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only... What the fuck's going on? Why on earth is this a children's tale? And I thought, what if it's not, Carl? What if it's a cautionary tale for parents What if it's don't wish all this time away? What if, savor every moment because they're your little ducks for so long and they're only so long before they grow up and they don't need you anymore. And they're just going, come on, Carl. Just get through it. Just get through it for Lily. Goes over the hill and far away. In case you can't tell, all the ducks fuck off. I'm like, go on, get to it for Lily. Goes over the hill and far away. Sad mother duck went out one day. Mother duck said, quack, 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 quack. And all of the 5 little ducks came back. I just went, wow, what a ride. I won't get a second to myself. It's 6:30 in the morning. Didn't help I was hungover as well. Bin men start reversing up the street. So I've got to pick Lily up, right? Start waving at the bin man. Tears are streaming down my face. He's like, you all right, mate? Bin man, he's got about 20 years on me. I was like, oh, I'm fine, aye, tire, fucking slag. Just 5 little ducks. Bin man's pulled the bin. Honest to God, he just looked at us. He went, oh, we've all been there, pal. They come back at the end, I went, I know. Don't remember the guy who says thank you very much at the end. Don't remember the guy who cries at 5 little ducks. I want you to remember this prick. This prick who's still a prick, and he has been since he started at the Dog and Parrot across the street. This guy, I thought he was going to leave us. But no, he just lies there dormant in you all the time. He does. And I found that he still lives there November last year. I had tickets to go and see a guy called Jason Isbell in the 400 unit at the Hammersmith Apollo in London. Tickets went on sale March 2020. The concert was meant to happen November 2020. COVID hit, so then I went ahead November 2022. 2.5 years later, my whole life has changed. I'm on tour constantly. Lily's around now. I said, Sophie, I don't need to leave you for another day. She said, Carl, you don't do anything for yourself. I want you to go down. I want you to enjoy yourself. So I had a free pass. I had a free pass from my wife to go down. I got the train down, right, on a Tuesday. I didn't have to do a show, so I got to have a drink on the train. Got a hotel, had a wank, right? Like a proper one as well, you know what I mean? Like a proper, not just like a da one, like just get it out, stood up in the shower before anyone comes running in, do you know what I mean? Like a real, like a proper one, right? Like a no headphones one, right? It was class. Then I went to Nando's. Obviously I'd finished, right? I didn't, not that confident. And I went to Nando's and I was going for it. There was no diet in place. I had a double wrap, halloumi, hot, with rice and chips. 3 carbs, if anyone's counting. And then there was a rewards day. It was a half chicken. So I was like, throw that in the mix as well. This is Carl's Las Vegas night away to himself. And she came over and she brought the food. And because there's 2 meals, she acted like there was 2 people on the table. There wasn't. It was just me, knife and fork. Little napkin tucked in. She came over, she was like, chicken and chips. I was like, yeah, just put it there. That's where I am. Just put it there. And then she was like, wrap and rice. Where do I put the wrap? I was like, put all of the food on the one table with the big bottle of cider. I'm a greedy bastard, all right? And I was thinking, is this in me head? Is this all in me head? And then she came over 10 minutes later to take the little number thing. And she came over and she just went, see if you can spot how passive-aggressive this is. She just came over, she just went, is everything okay with the meals? Plural. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. I'm not going to let this spoil Carl's night away to himself. And just then a couple got up and they were leaving. And I know they were going to the concert because they had tickets to go and see the guy in the back pocket. And the guy's got his ticket on his face. So I was like, oh, wow, fantastic. Jason Isbell. Yeah, great. And we started talking about his music. He's a bit obscure. He's from Nashville. So I was like, oh, great to get in there. You know, this is the songs were like, how you got into them. And then she said, I must say, though, me and my boyfriend were looking over and we're seeing you having 2 meals. Is there any particular reason why you were having 2 meals? And I thought, what law am I breaking here in Hammersmith? Is this like China with 1 baby? What's going on exactly? And I thought, you know what? I'm sick of explaining myself. I'm sick of excusing myself, right? I'm sick of making different explanations. I'm sick of apologizing for myself. This is Carl's one night away that he's got. He's never going to see these people again. Affords him a certain amount of anonymity, just like the Lollipop lady. Why not make something up just for the hell of it? And I did. And I went, you want to put me on the spot? You want to make me feel like shite? I'm going to make you feel like shite. And I said, the reason why I've got 2 meals is because, as you know, tickets for this show went on sale in March 2020. Yep. So we all know how this ends. So I'm just gonna dot the I's, cross the T's, and we'll all be on our way until next year. I said tickets for this show went on sale March 2020. It was meant to go ahead. Me and my friend, we were in Nando's. He was having chicken and chips. I was having the wrap and rice. Sadly, he is no longer with us. However, I thought if I ordered the same food as he did that day, I've still got his ticket. I couldn't bear to give it to anyone else. I said we're going to go together, and we're going together. It's a lousy thing to do, but it was worth it. Oh, it was worth it for the look on their face. Oh my God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Do you know how sorry she was? She hit a boyfriend. She went, I'm so sorry. Knew we shouldn't have said anything. And I was like, oh, that's what you get for being a nosy Parker. Like baby on a plane times a million. And I doubled down. I was like, oh, don't worry. This is exactly Gary's type of humor. This is exactly the type of, I give him a name, right? This is exactly Gary's type of humor. I know he's playing a prank on us right now, and that's how I know that he's here. He's probably looking down on us now, having a good laugh. Or up, he had a weird life, right? He's made up. He might as well be from hell. Who cares? So just then, and then the boyfriend was looking at us like he didn't quite believe us or not. I was like, all right, time to get the big guns out, is it? You want some tears, do you? Oh, I can do tears. Over the hill and forward. Oh, and anyway, don't be arguing with each other. You don't know when the last time it is that you're ever going to see each other. Just lay it on thick. Anyway, they go to the concert, feeling like shite. Mission accomplished. Finish me Nando's. I go watch the support act at the Hammersmith Apollo. Then I start getting on it. Now I'm having about, a few... £9 for a Peroni, by the way, at the Hammersmith Apollo. £9. Didn't stop us having 6, like. I was a piss-the-bed special that night as well, I tell you. It's fine, just put a couple of towels down on the bed and after you've showered, and they can't prove it. They can't prove anything, it's fine. Don't know why I told you that. I saw the girlfriend of the couple come over and she finds me in one of the 40-odd bars they've got at the Hammersmith Apollo. She went, I just want you to know, I am so sorry about what happened. I'm Stephen at that point, I've already forgot. Jerry. Oh, Gary, yes. Gary's his name, yes, yeah. Oh, don't worry about it, man. Honestly, it's fine. She was like, no, I want you to know how sorry I am. And I watched her go into this bar. There was about 4 rows of people getting served, and she just pushed through them all. Everyone was giving her dog's abuse. Her boyfriend was getting served right at the front, but she couldn't tell that to people. People were just shouting, and she came back holding a £9 pint of Peroni. And she went, that's just so you know how sorry I am. I thought, wow, it really does pay to be a twat. And I wish that was the end of it. I then watched her go back into the same queue, push past everybody again, come out holding a second £9 pint of Peroni. Yep. And that's for Gary. I don't know why these words fell out of my mouth next. I was already winning. I kicked them while they were down. I don't know why I said this. I said it wouldn't be right. I can't accept this. He didn't drink. Will you hurry up, man? Will you hurry up and get stuff? She went, is there anything else I can get me boyfriend to get him before the show starts? I went, you know what? He fucking loved a latte. Newcastle, I'll see you all next year. This has been my favourite time. Thank you all so very, very much. Good night. Oh man, I've been looking forward to this. Oh. Oh man. Fantastic, fantastic. Oh. The diet is finished.